Hi and welcome to the Designing with Elementor section. Now, if you've been following along the course, you will have learned how to set up a fully functional WordPress website, installed all of the essential plugins, and also understood the psychology behind creating professional pages on your website. Now it's time to learn about Elementor. So what is Elementor? Elementor is the most professional designer tool out there to make us go from rookie designers to complete professionals. Let me show you what I mean. Now here are a couple of examples of people using Elementor for their design along with the Ocean WP WordPress theme, right? So have a look at this beautiful site. Now the first thing we're gonna notice is that there is one big wonderful picture around this whole area. Now we learned that this is called above the fold. We have the person's name here and then their slogan. Scrolling down, we're gonna get a bunch more information about the website, about the person. But the point here is that this is an Elementor design. This is using the Elementor tool. And this is extremely professional looking because it is so clean. Now, most designers, or web designers rather, do use Elementor for the designing because it is so easy, it is so fast, and you can create a fully functional, beautiful website in just a couple of hours. It's amazing, no coding needed. So, if we look at this website, we notice that the theme is pretty much the same. We have one big wonderful picture, there is a title here, there is a slogan here, or rather a description in this case. Scrolling down, we get a bunch of information. This could be anything. This could be your sales text, showcasing your products, putting your email opt-in, etc. And you'll remember that Pat Flynn did something similar with his design. Now this is so effective because you'll notice that there are sections. We have one full screen section here. Scrolling down, we have another section, another, and then another. Some being full screen, but most covering the entire screen. It's very professional. Now, if we have a look at this website, which is also using Elementor with the Ocean WP, all of these examples are, you'll notice that they are using a video in the background here. Now, they're clearly conveying what they're all about, and then there is a call to action button. Call to action meaning you want people to click here to get an email opt-in, to get to your products, to buy something, whatever it is, the priority of your home page. Remember, always set the priority with start here, the home page, everything. Now, these are my favorite type of homepage because they are so clean, they're straight to the point, and this is what we're gonna aim for as well when it comes to our design. Scrolling down, you get to put in further information, still being very clean, either using this sort of half screen or whole screen design, right? And finally, this page having a similar design going on. They're covering the entire screen right here. We craft stunning designs from brands and organizations, Skept Creative Digital Studio. Now, if I click on get started, remember, this is the start here button, we're actually being scrolled down here. So he has put all of this valuable information on the first page in one big long scroll, as you'll notice most people have. And then of course some social proof going on, showcasing the clients. Now this is just to show you that anyone can create these beautiful websites thanks to a tool such as Elementor. So let's go more in depth to what Elementor is. Now, Elementor is what is called a page builder. In other words, it helps you build pages like we just saw. And what does your website consist of? Well, basically different pages. Now, in the past, you needed coding skills in order to be able to create websites. Now, WordPress simplified it. A lot of plugins came after that to simplify it. And now we have Elementor to design it, to make it look beautiful. If you are like me, you'll know that I'm not a designer at all. I don't have a good eye for design, but thanks to Elementor, everything becomes super easy. It's a very intuitive tool to use. And they also have another feature that really helps out. That is the ability to be able to design live. Now you'll have noticed in the previous lectures when we were creating our pages that we created the page and then we went to the preview to see how it turned out. Now with Elementor, you get to build the entire page live. You get to see as you put in the different functions, different parts, different widgets, and see how it turns out live. It's an incredible feature and it saves so much time and helps with the intuitive designing. Now again, because I am not a designer, I really appreciate that this Elementor is filled with page templates. I really need them and it makes my life so much easier. I wouldn't design a logo, but still we have a great looking logo, and similarly, I wouldn't go ahead and design a page, but thanks to the templates, we can get really good looking pages and hence really good looking websites thanks to this tool. So in other words, if we learn to master these tools, not only will we be really proficient when it comes to building websites, but also designing those websites. Whether that's for your business, being a freelancer, helping someone out, building your own business, could be anything. As long as you need to build a website, design it to look professional, Elementor is the tool. Now there's also a feature in Elementor called Elementor Canva. Basically what it does is that it allows you to remove everything that is on the certain page, meaning the sidebar, the footer if you would want to, the logo, the menu, everything, and just make it completely clean, a Canva. So that you are able to put, for example, a movie there, or you could be putting a big picture there, and then we could start designing a button, maybe a menu on the top, your logo, etc. But this feature makes it so easy because if you can start from a clean slate with the Elementor Canva, designing becomes so much easier. And here's the final crazy thing. It's actually free. There is a pro version. Actually, I think there are two pro versions if you want to use it for several websites that cost you, I believe, $99 or $199 for 1 year of updates currently. But 90% of this is completely free and 90% is going to be more than we need for our purpose, right? And if you should ever buy any tools or any plugins, and in my opinion, if you're ever going to buy a plugin, it's either going to be for the protection of your website, for the restoration and backup of your website, and the Elementor plugin to design like a pro. But once again, you're gonna notice that we have basically everything in this page builder, and if you should ever need more, you have the budget for it, it's easy to upgrade and use those features for WooCommerce, for example, if you wanna create into a e-commerce website. We're gonna talk more about that later, and I'll show you how to build an e-commerce using WooCommerce. Okay? So if you are as excited as I am to start building up those pages that we have already prepared, being our homepage, being our start here page, and of course being our resources page, then let's get started going through Elementor from the very beginning all the way to getting the finished product, the finished thing, right? Let's get started. See you in the next lecture.